Hello. This is going to be my first installment of my recommendation reviews. Basically, just kind of quick reviews of films people recommended me from my recommendation video. I know it is a little familiar because I did steal the idea off Josh. Yes, he can have credit for that one. So I guess we'll jump right into it. I've watched a fair few. And there were quite a lot recommended to me, not as many as Josh say, but I guess first I'll talk about Annie Hall, which in a DVD pattern recommended to me, and which I gotta say, I was kind of expecting to enjoy it more, but I did love it. I thought the dialogue was great, Woody Allen was fantastic in it, as was, shit, I've forgotten her name, what's her face, the woman in it. And I just loved the overall the way they did it, when they were going to his old house and they were like, look, and they they're talking to camera, breaking the fourth wall. It was a really good film, but something about it just didn't click for me. I don't know what it was. I'm hoping it's like one that if I rewatch it, I'll like it more, like Children of Men, like, yeah, that was good, but it just, something about it, and then I rewatch it and I'm like, oh! So, that goes in. Annie Hall gets filed away in the really good but needs a rewatch box. Then we have A Bittersweet Life, recommended to me by Scotty Boy 292, I believe, which was a great film. I really enjoyed that. It wasn't amazing. It didn't like blow me away, but I did think it was very good. It was not what I was expecting. It was more of a character-driven film. I was expecting more of a, I don't know, kind of like about this assassin. It was an, I felt, it was like, I would give it like a 7 out of 10. It doesn't just quite make the 8, because I felt there was a bit of drag in the middle. But I did think it was a very good film. Then we have Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, recommended to me by LOL UK. This movie was bizarre. That was a weird ass movie. I don't know, I wasn't really feeling it. It was okay, it just wasn't my kind of movie, if we're honest here. It was like, I enjoyed it, but I was left feeling like, you know what, I don't think I'm ever going to watch that again. Because it was good, but it just didn't click with me. I was like, maybe you have to be high to watch it, or but the whole wacky bizarre thing. I just didn't really like the main two guys in the movie, Johnny Depp and the other one. It was kind of like meh with a nod, meh, as Matt Maloney might say. Yeah. So it was decent, but I wouldn't go back to it. Then I watched Do the Right Thing, recommended to me by DVDM, I believe. Yes, I did like this. I don't think it's Criterion worthy or Top 100 worthy, as people do think it is. I just thought there was too many characters. There wasn't many of them I really really liked, and the main guy was cool. I think that was played by the director. But it was just, I don't know. It was cool, and I loved the opening with the music. It was like the rap music or whatever it was, and there was some really good dialogue in it, and the plot was interesting. But it was just something about it. There was something kind of grating about it. I don't know. It was just like a bit in your face, like everybody's a racist. Deal with it, that's my feelings on it. But it's still, I really enjoyed it. I did. But it just wasn't, again, not one that blew me away, so to speak. I'm really overusing that phrase. And then I watched Ride to Your Door, recommended to me by the DVD Kiwi. Did a review on that for the Real DVD Watchers. Annotation there. Check it out if you haven't watched it. It was a pretty good review. Then I watched Magnolia, recommended to me by the Inner DVD Pattern again. This film was so good. Like, in the beginning, like, I was getting it confused with another film. I thought it was Dogville, that Nicole Kidman film. And then I watched it and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't that Nicole Kidman film where she's in the town and then, you know. But I did really enjoy it. It was I loved it because it's centered around characters, and I love character-driven films. And it was so emotional and powerful. And when I saw Tom Cruise was in it, I was like, oh no, because I'm not like, despite I like him in some of Spielberg's films, but I'm just not that big a fan of Tom Cruise. But he was really funny in this movie actually, and then he just brought the acting chops out in the interview part, and then after that, and it was just everybody was so good in this film. And like Philip Seymour Hoffman, I thought he was so good in this, just like I just said, because everybody was good in it. But no, but like because he's such a good actor, and like, and sometimes he can just steal the whole movie and just like, I imagine that's kind of what he did with Capote. I don't know, I haven't seen that. Or like he can just kind of upstage everyone a little bit, like a Mission Impossible 3. But this film, I loved it because while he was doing such a good job, he was just kind of there in the corner of the movie, you know what I mean? He wasn't stealing the show, he was just like, yeah, I'm here. Yep, that's right. And I don't know if that really made any sense, but I thought he was really good in that film. But the ending, I was like, what the fuck? And there was no explanation. I mean, did I miss something? Like, I know the beginning was like, oh, weird shit happens, but I was like, what? Did I miss some message of the movie? And it's like a metaphor for something, really? Because I usually miss the little things, if I'm honest. But I didn't get the ending, so that kind of like threw me off a bit. But I was like, okay, that's different, I suppose. But other than that, I've really dumped the movie. I loved it. So I haven't actually watched a ton, but okay, yeah, I did today actually watch 12 Angry Men, recommended to me by, I haven't watched any Big Lots films yet, Matt. Come on, who recommended 12? There we go. Dark as the Night 06 recommended 12 Angry Men, and this was so good. I watched this today. Amazing film. That was like, it was such a gripping film. I did not expect it. Like, I didn't even realise it was black and white, and I was like, oh no. I'm not like, I don't hate black and white films, but I was just like, I was just like, I'm not in the mood for black and white, if I'm honest. Which sounds weird, but I wasn't. But then I put it on and I'm like, okay, because all I knew about it was what Josh said, that he loved it, and then it was like mostly set in one room, and I thought it was amazing. It was gripping. It was so good. And the guy who was in The Wrong Man, he was really good in that film. It was just amazing. And the way the film was directed, like the camera work was amazing. Some of it, I was just going, oh snap! You know what I mean? And I know that sounds like perhaps an overreaction, but like, or I was like, oh no, you are wrong, man! You're fucking wrong! And you weren't having the same reaction if you thought it was 12 Angry Men, but when, it's strange as well, when the main guy in it, they were like, oh, you can't buy, this is a knife, a strange knife, and very odd, and you expect me to believe it fell out of his pocket, etc, etc, and then the main dude just pulls out the same knife, whams it on the table, and the camera goes, whoosh, like that on the knife. I was like, oh shit, that's awesome. Yeah, so I love 12 Angry Men, essentially. I felt like I had more films to review. That was TweetDeck. But I don't. I mean, it's going a bit slower than I thought it would. But luckily, quite a few of the movies that have recommended to me have popped up on telly, and some other ones I want to see. Also watched Close Encounters today for the first time. That was good. I don't think it's a classic. It's made out to be honest, in my opinion, anyways. I did really enjoy it, but it was. I don't know. I liked that it was very slow paced. Because a friend I borrowed it off, Long Shaped Box, aka Ryan, don't know why I did that, because his name is Ryan, said he thinks it's boring. But I actually really enjoyed it. The ending left me a bit cold though. I don't know, I mean, but it was, I did enjoy the Close Encounters. Anyways, that's my recommendation reviews. This went on a bit longer than I hoped, and our installment 2 will come at some point. Okay. Peace. Including films you guys have recommended to me, These are all ones in my collection I have to watch, and a few I'm borrowing. Like, I'm borrowing these bottom two of Longship Box and Lost Highways, my brother's, but these are all the ones I have to watch. So that's a lot of films, and I recorded Taxi Driver off TV, so I finally get to see that. And Videodrome is coming on, and I've set that to record, and I've got Paris Jetamé recorded. So, lots and lots of movies to watch. Woot woot. Especially looking forward to The Green Mile. Anyways, yeah, okay.